All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna do a quick, trade recap. This is actually from Wednesday's trade. I didn't have an opportunity to record. Well, I did have an opportunity. I procrastinated a bit on Wednesday. Had some other things going on, and then today I didn't have time to record it. Um, without rushing. So it's coming out a little bit late, but I believe that this trade is pretty important because yes, I won the trade, but it wasn't a good win. There's good wins and there's bad wins, and this was definitely a bad win. This is a trade that I do not see myself taking again in this fashion. Um, and we'll get into that in a second. But neither here nor there. If you guys like these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have the Discord link in the description. We just reached 100 members about 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Um, and we're growing exponentially. Now it's things are starting to pick up. So uh, we are losing a little bit of that intimate, more like the intimate setting of having the Discord group, but it's still extremely active. It's getting more active now that more people are in it. We host calls every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Would love to see you guys in there enjoying. So just hit that link in the description. But let's go ahead and get to it. So on Wednesday, we did have CPI on Wednesday, which was this here, this candle. But let me actually start the replay just to give you guys an idea of my mindset throughout Wednesday morning and going into the afternoon. So on Wednesday, was waiting until I don't trade until after 9:30, as you guys probably know by now, the people that have been watching my videos. So seeing this wick up here and price close like this on the hourly time frame, yes, it takes out this high and it takes out this high, but it doesn't take out this high here. Um, to then for me to be confident in a short setup to form for the day. We're still somewhat within this price range. I wanted to see an external get taken, um, and we didn't get that. We didn't see that happen. So, in order for me to even be confident in shorts, I would have needed to see this high get taken again. So I would have needed to see price come down and then come back up, take the high, and then possibly go short. That's what I needed to see. That would follow my system to go short, but that ended up not happening. So price actually came and swept the 1 hour low, came extremely close to the 4 hour low, created somewhat of relatively equal lows. And price did the same thing on ES. So that's why I don't have the double charts up. Everything was somewhat aligned. There weren't many divergences in price. So with that, what happened next is uh, if you look here on the 15-minute time frame, yes, this looks like a prime type B entry setup. If you know what a type B entry is, if you've watched my other videos. Um, but the thing is, on the 4 hour from last week, we were trending. We were trending upwards very aggressively. A lot of impulse to the upside. A lot of buyers in the market. This week was more of a consolidation week, more of a retracement week, more of a pullback week, and kind of just relax and evening everything out. So on the 4 hour, we still are trending upwards because this low hadn't been broken. As you can see, it's just been tested and wicked. It hasn't been fully broken to the downside at that point in time. So on the 4 hour, we're still in an uptrend. On the daily, we're in an uptrend. And then but the thing is, on the 1 hour, in a downtrend. We have this low that's broken, this low that's broken, this low that's broken. Price comes up, breaks breaks lows here and there. It's very choppy, but we're in a downtrend on the 1 hour time frame. As you can see, we have high, low, uh, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low. So it's or higher low, higher high, and then this happens here. So um, I was more biased towards buys mainly just because of the fact that I didn't get what I wanted to see in order to be able to go short on the market. Um, like I said, this was I would say technically somewhat sound trade as far as the entry time frame. So let's go down to the 1 minute to see what I was looking at. Was looking to see price, create structure, break a high on the 1 minute time frame with displacement to the upside, see price rebalance, and then I wanted to see price continue to the upside. I targeted 1 to 2, take full profit at a 2R. So that's all I needed to see happen. Usually I would, put take profit at this high here. But I didn't need that. This was a 1 to 2 here based off of my entry. And so, the full trade was taken off there, but we'll get to that in a second. So Looking to see price break structures to the upside. We have this minor structure here on the 1 minute time frame that gets broken to the upside. And that's kind of when things start to take off. I really liked seeing that price actually broke this high. I consider a break when we break to the high, break out of the range, right, or break the high or low, and then the next candle doesn't close within the range. Because if the next candle closes within the range, say this candle closed under this pink line, that would have just been a tested candle in my eyes, and I wouldn't have taken this trade at all. So price, closed above it. Looking at an imbalance here, wanted to see price rebalance. Usually, me in the summer when I first started trading futures, I would enter off of this candle here, but I don't like entering off of an opposite directional candle of the direction I'm looking to see price go. It's somewhat risky. If price just bleeds through, there's nothing I can really do to prevent that. There's something I can really do to minimize or keep conviction in those types of setups. If price just continues to just bleed through, I would need to see a candle confirmation in the direction of the area that I would like to see price go. So at this point, I'm looking for a bullish engulfing or looking for another bearish candle to close and respect this area and then see a bullish engulfing happen after that. But the thing is, we end up getting that bullish engulfing right off the bat. I enter, and yes, okay, so this 1 minute model here is beautiful. Price broke out of, somewhat of a wedge here. We break to the upside. Now we're retesting previous highs, imbalance stacked on top of it. This is prime. This would have been even better though if on the 1 hour time, if the 1 hour time frame was in alignment with the 4 hour and daily time frame. Because if you look on the 1 hour time frame, like I explained earlier, we're still trending downwards. We're not we haven't broken to the upside. This was not a break and retest of a previous level, but we got a buy model on the internal and smaller time frames. This was literally a reversal trade. Literally trying to catch the falling knife, which is extremely dangerous. In scenarios like this where there's time frame discorrelation, the market is going to give you setups that may look good, but they are way lower in probability of success than other types of setups where you have time frame correlation between the 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, month. Like if all those are lined up, you're basically taking somewhat of a continuation, which is a higher chance of success inherently, because if everything's lined up, there's less room, there's less of a chance for error. So I take this trade. It's a good entry on the 1 minute time frame, but as you can see, I go into drawdown extremely quickly, very close to getting stopped out. At this point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna lose. This is gonna be a losing trade. I didn't like the trade, but I was already in it, and I've been on a bit of a win streak as of recent, and I'm like, okay, this is a result of me getting cocky, me thinking that every single trade I take is gonna win, so I'm gonna take the loss, I'm gonna stomach the L, and that's what it's gonna be. So I'm looking at price. Price ends up coming up. The reason I put my stop here is because I'm looking at the most recent low after or before the break to the upside. So this is the structural low. So I put the stop here because if price comes and takes this, then it's most likely to come and take this. So that's my reasoning for putting it there, just in case anybody would have any questions. But yeah, so this is how price was moving, throughout most of the morning. I went to class right around 11, or I had class at 11. So I was in class at this time. I had wasn't looking at the charts for maybe a few minutes as I was walking over there. Opened my computer back up. Thought the trade was gonna lose. I accepted the fact that it was probably gonna lose. I texted in the chat, updated everybody that I thought it was gonna be a losing trade, just because of my eagerness to get into something that wasn't aligned on a multi-time frame basis. But price ends up coming up into profit a little bit. I have this blue line here, looking at this area as a possible high that price maybe would have wanted to sweep and then just sell off and then possibly take me out. So I just wanted to be aware of that. Price ended up not selling off. We ended up going into profit, breaking to the upside, then we break back to the downside. At this point, I had moved to the 5 minute time frame to look, because on the 1 minute everything was just all over the place. I wanted to see a little bit cleaner price action. So price comes up. I have my let me rewind this one. I have my, I set stops to break even at a 1-to-1. So right around at this point here, this is the next candle, I moved stops to break even. So, it became a risk-free trade. Let the trade run. And I was not necessarily happy about the profits because it's not really a very good trade setup to take. The reason is because trades like this cost you your mental capital. Yes, it was a winning trade, But it, if you don't have high conviction in it working and you know a reason why, then you can't be happy when it goes in your favor, because that's more luck of the draw when it comes to the probability than actual edge. I don't expect this type of setup to win consistently, um, and preserve my mental capital as well, because this prevents me from taking other positions with confidence that might be higher probability technically. Um, so yes, it was a winning trade. Very good profit on it, on the funded. I made around $1,100, close to $1,200 on the funded because of this trade. But I don't plan on taking a trade like this again. So yeah, this was an example of a bad win, and I'm trying not to. I don't want that to get to this win to get to my head and have me thinking that I can just do trades like this, or I can just trade like this and it'll just keep working out. So yeah, that's kind of what I learned today. If there's anything that I missed or anything that you guys think that I could do better, outside of everything I already explained, please let me know. You guys have a blessed night. I'll speak to you guys in the next few days, or whenever I make my next video. So peace.